measuring yourself and making sure that you have the correct measurements for your body will help you to go to a store, to go to an online shop, and pinpoint your size for that brand and pinpoint the things that you need from that brand so that you're not wasting time and you're not wasting money and you're not just collecting clothes that you won't wear, or you say one day I'll fit into that. But let's be honest, at the end of the day, you know, we want to love who we are right now, and we want to be able to wear the clothes that we see and that we think that we would look really good in right now. So let's go. All right. So looking at this measurement guide, I'm going to start with my favorite measurement is the bust measurement. So then out from there, I will go around and we can talk about the details that I put on the card as well. So for your bust measurement, what I said here for chest and bust, the circumference under the armpits around the fullest part of your breast. So right here, you can see the points of my breast. I'm going to take my measurement tape on the inch side, making sure that I'm starting from 1, okay, so that my measurement is not off. And then I'm going to go to the center right here. I'm going to come around, and it's going to be hard sometimes to measure yourself. Just make sure that you are in a good area to do it. You know, even in front of a mirror would be great, because then you'll be able to see things that you might not be able to see on your own. Take this off of me by just looking down. So you don't want to pull too tight when it comes to getting a measurement for any of the part of your body. So right now my bust measurement is about 37. So if I were to write that down, I would put 37, 37, or 37 and a half, because you want to be able to get into your clothes. Okay, so 37 to 37 and a half will be good. If there is like a stretchy clothing, you know that anywhere between 35 and 37 will be good for you, for the measurements. If it's, well, you could even go as far as 34 for this bust, because stretch usually will give. Okay. The next measurement is the waist. That's what I naturally like to do next. And the way I measure my waist is I pinpoint my belly button. My belly button is right under my waistband, right? So I pinpoint my belly button. Of course, I want to start at 1. Now, I don't think I told you all this the first time, but this metal, you want to use this metal as a guide for where you stop at your measurement, okay? The metal piece. So we'll go to our belly button. We'll go around, keeping this tape level. And you can even have someone to help you do this. I understand not everybody's thing, okay? Somebody to help you do this. So for me, my waist is at 32, okay? And I stopped at the metal piece. I looked at the metal piece here. You can see that. So 32, okay? That's my waist. And you know, you keep it level. Bust, I'm gonna measure that again, make sure it's level. Yes, and again, I got about 36 and a half, 37, okay? So measuring twice so that you don't mess up is one of the things that you learn when you're a designer in any craftsmanship type ordeals. Measure it twice, count it twice, you know, just so that you can have more accurate numbers. All right, that is our waist measurement. Now, the waist to hip measurement, why do we need a waist to hip measurement? So most of the time we want to know where we want our waist to fall. So I like a high waist pant. As you can see, I have my pants pulled up on my waist. They can be pulled down a little bit lower, but I have them pulled up to my high waist. So that's over my belly button. So I know my waist is right here at level with my belly button. So this is my natural waist. This is where my body kind of makes a little dip. So not everybody's natural waist is at the same place. If you are a little heavier, sometimes your waist will be a little bit lower. Okay, you'll go a little bit lower, or if you want, you can have it a little bit higher, so over that dip. Okay. Alrighty. So waist to hip. We're gonna do waist to hip. So you're gonna start on your side, the side, and I like to have my pants on because I like to see where I want my waist to be. So my waist is here. I come down to the highest point of my waist. So my waist, the highest point of my waist is where my butt has like a little point, okay? Or my thigh has a big point. So depending on your body type, you'll know my thighs are bigger than my butt, or my butt is bigger than my thighs. For me, it's a little bit even. So I'm gonna go right here. So my hip measurement would be just at where the 9 mark is. So we're gonna have 9 inches from our waist to our hip. So that is our waist to hip measurement. Now, another important, a key measurement that we usually take, and I'm gonna put this camera down a little bit lower so you can see me, see my legs. Okay, so your inseam. Okay, so the inseam is important because you want your pants to fall on your ankles if you want that. These pants are wide leg, but they also taper in because they do both. They're convertible. And these are the Neo Noir convertible pants. So comfortable. I wear these like I'm going to the gym, okay? So you go from where your crotch is, right? With the measuring tape. Make sure you're starting at 1. And then down to your ankle or wherever you would like for your pant to stop or for your skirt to stop. Okay, so we're going here, and for me, it would be 30 or 29. Okay, 29 or 30. So that's where I'm at with my inseam. Outseam is just a little bit different. So your outseam is actually going to measure from your natural waist. For Lovely Jeneé, it's your natural waist. So we're going to start right where our pants are at the top, all the way down to the bottom. Now, this was going to be a little bit harder to see, but the way I like to do it, like hold my foot out, like I'm pointing my toe in ballet school. Try to get my measuring tape a little level, and then I can peer down and see it's about 25. So 25 is my outseam, where I'd like for my pants to stop. Okay, so the other measurements that we have on this measurement guide are going to help you to measure most of the things that you need to have an outfit from Lovely Jeneé. Okay, so you have biceps. So the bicep measurement, I'm gonna do that one next. Across the back and across your chest. So this might be a different measurement than this. Okay, so if you have something that's sitting here, like a bandeau top, this is gonna be tighter than where your boobs are. Okay, so this is going to be just under our underarm measurement. It's gonna go around, right? Trying to get that level. And you make sure you're starting at 1. And then for me, it's almost the same, a little smaller. It's at 36 specifically. So you want that one to be pretty tall, okay? Across your back, from armpit to armpit, across the back at your mid armhole level. Okay, so right here, this will be your mid armhole level. So how I get that in the back is I kind of go up to mid armhole, I go across the back, I hold my finger where the other mid armhole is. So I'll show you that. I don't know if you all see that. All right, and my finger's gonna be where I will stop across the back. So we're about at a 14, okay? And for that measurement, you also might want to give an extra ½ inch or an inch. All right. And then the crotch rise is another important one if you want bodysuits, if you want things that kind of jumpsuits. That's going to be a very important measurement. And here I am sitting down. And the reason why I chose this picture is because when you're seated, your crotch, you know, have you ever worn a pair of pants that were so uncomfortable, like they were a little bit too tight or they didn't quite fit? And when you sat down, they pulled up in between your pelvic region. And it was so uncomfortable, but you were like, I really wanted to wear these pants, and you did. So the crotch rise usually has a lot to do with that, okay? That's going to be, your crotch is going to be from here to here, okay? It's going to go between your legs, okay? So you're going to have your front crotch and you're going to have your back crotch, okay? So usually what I love to do is wear a good pair of pants, and I like to pull them up on my waist, where I like to wear, like usually set my pants, okay? And you can decide what that is for you. I like to start at the top of the waistband for my front crotch. And I'll come around to the middle, right? Where there is going to be a seam in between your legs. And that middle point where that seam is, you put your finger there, right? You can just pull the tape measure out, and there you go. I have 12.5 for my front crotch, okay? And then for the back, do the same thing. Now, for the back, you don't want to give yourself a wedgie. Just lay it, pull it to the middle. Just like the front, you want to put your finger, where that stopping point is, in between where the seams will be on your pants. So it's good to wear pants when you're doing this, okay? Or leggings that have a seam going across the middle, okay? So from there, I've learned that my back crotch rise is a 14.5, so I would put 15, okay? All right, so we have 12 and we have 15, right? Now, I'm going to sit to get my crotch rise measurement specifically, okay? So, I'm sitting. And, okay, I see. All right, gonna do the same thing to the front. And I'm gonna pull that measuring tape to the back, right? So this is how you go all the way around. You go all the way around, you sit, and this will give you your full crotch measurement, okay? So we're from right here to our back waistband, as you can see. Okay, so I put my finger there on the back, and I got 27. But 27 is a theme here. 27, 27, 27, and I'm 27. Very interesting. So 27 is my crotch rise. And then the last one that I'll do is the bicep, because I see the bicep is here. The hip measurement is going to be where I showed you earlier, the pointiest part of your body. So right here is where my point is. And then I have my butt, like the pointiest part of my butt is here. So I want to go around the fullest part of my hip. So of course, you line it, make sure that it's balanced, right? So I'm gonna pull that just here, make sure that it's level. Okay. It also helps to do this in front of a camera because, so for me, it's 40 and a half or 41, okay? So 40 for my hip is a 40 and a half or 41. And then last one is my bicep. So bicep is gonna be around the fullest part of your arm, okay? So you wanna have your arm down. If you have it up, it's not gonna spread, okay? You have it down, it'll kind of spread out. So you wanna go at the widest part of the arm. Whatever you see the widest part, right here is the widest part of my arm. So my bicep measurement. I'm gonna just pull my tape around. See my arm. Okay. And I got about a 13 and a half. So I will put 14. Okay. So you don't want your clothes. You don't, this is not a vanity thing, okay? You don't want your clothes to be too tight. You want to be comfortable in your clothes. Do not give yourself more than an inch or two. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you're comfortable. When the clothes are fitting too tight, we have all types of issues. We are uncomfortable. You want to feel comfortable so that you can move around in your clothes, and so that you can sit down comfortably, so that your waistband is not too tight. You don't want your waistband to be too tight, so you don't want to measure your waist way too small. You don't want your breast to be suffocating, and you know how it looks when you have on a too small shirt and your breast is suffocating. You don't want your breast to suffocate, so don't put, you see a measurement there, put the measurement as it is, or give yourself 1 or 2 inches more, okay? Because at the end of the day, you want to be comfortable. Now, if you don't want to be comfortable, that's different. But as for me, I want to be comfortable in what I'm wearing, because I want to be confident, and I want to show the world how confident I am and who I am, so that they can be inspired to be who they are. So if I'm walking around with my pants up my butt and my breast suffocating, I'm not going to be confident. I'm going to be worried about who is watching me walk uncomfortably. So that's all for our assessing clothing sustainability today. Um, just remember that when you measure yourself and you go and shop for your correct size, you're already increasing the level of sustainability in your closet. So your closet sustainability goes up once you do that, okay? Because then you have less of a chance of returning things. You have more of a chance of keeping those clothes in your wardrobe longer. And it also helps you to kind of build some intention as well. You know, when you go and buy things that are your size, you're like, okay, well, maybe I want to wear this for more than one day. I want to be able to wear these jeans or these pants at least 5 or 6 times. So it helps you to kind of check in with yourself and have a little bit more intentionality to your shopping. Just remember that sustainability comes from intention, okay? So thank you so much for everything, and I hope that you all were able to be helped with these measurements. Of course, when you sign up for LDJ Style or you purchase any made-to-measure orders from D.Jenee, you will receive a measurement guide with your order and a measuring tape, okay? These things will help you to be able to use our site, but also to shop online with other brands and be able to get some more accurate sizing. All right? Peace.